So today, me and Babe decided to go on a road trip, and we took one of the dogs with us today. So, yeah, you know what I mean? We're going to go to Vegas. Yay! We're going to Sin City, y'all. So we're about to go out there, bring in the new year. You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
Celebrate with some friends. Celebrate with, you know, our auntie Isla. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go up, you know, go out there, show up and show out. What can I say? So, you know, right now we kind of just now getting busy on this road trip.
Literally. 10 minutes into the...
Yeah, about 10 minutes in. We talked about which car we was gonna take. We was either gonna take the Cybertruck or the, you know, the Dodge Ram. We both decided on the Dodge Ram, right, babe?
Yes.
And that's
the reason
because we didn't want to stop and charge the truck, and we didn't want to put the miles on our truck. It's like, you know what? Let's not even put the miles, and it may rain. There's a lot of rocks and stuff that fly up on the road. So, you know what? We like, let's just drive the utility truck. You know what I mean? We'd be less mad if we get a scratch on it. So, you know, not only will it get us there faster because we don't have to stop and charge, we're not going to be as mad if a rock jump up and chips and paint or some crazy stuff. So, there you go. There's the conclusion on that. So, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to our road trip, y'all. You feel me?
Hey, guys. Welcome to A1 and Shanda.
So, yeah, we've been really excited to bring y'all, you know what I'm saying, couple content, because we've been rocking for a minute, y'all. You know what I mean? And it's been a real good journey. You know what I mean? We and her are really happy together. We do a lot of stuff together. We've had several businesses since we've been together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been ups and downs with the businesses, but, you know, a lot more ups than downs. That's for shit show. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just excited to bring this energy to y'all, because at the end of the day, we get hella questions about, you know, places to go, places to eat, how to deal with certain problems people be having in relationships. How do you cope with them? What are y'all resources? You know, X, Y, and Z. So I said, you know what? Let's just make a more of an open platform so people can be more involved in our lives, and we can be more involved with them. You know what I'm saying? We want to embrace y'all as family. You know what I mean? The way you guys embrace us. So, shit.
And set the tone. You know, we want to set the tone for people, especially young people that's in relationships that want, I would call a really cultivated relationship and realistic relationship. And I think that is possible. Some people feel like, you know, finding a good man and having a good woman and a one woman man also is impossible, and it's not impossible. So yeah, we'll basically show that on this channel as well, that at the end of the day, if it's love, it's honesty, it's commitment, then it'll all work. So
yeah, she had to get all extra deep on y'all and all that.
Oh my God.
You feel me? I'm trying to have a good time. She wanna, okay, guys, you know, this is a one woman man and
okay,
a one
well,
man
I had
woman.
to tell them because,
and,
you know, people really be like, you know.
Here we go. Because look, she's just so hung up because every time she go out with her friends and all that, they always talking about, oh, all men cheat. And she get around all these other women, oh, all men cheat. And then they want to come, babe, do all men cheat? Hey, man, don't ask me. What are y'all homegirls in there saying? This ain't a conversation for me. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know, that, yeah, it'd be different conversations.
I can only speak for me. I can only speak for me. I can't speak for all men.
Over there.
You know what I mean? What's over there?
The fast track.
Fast track. It's Sunday. There's no one on the freeway.
Oh.
Look, do you see anybody on there, babe? It's very empty. I got a time. I'm working on a time lapse too for y'all, so you know, be able to show y'all kind of how the road was while we was driving. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing a time lapse right now as we speak. So hopefully I can turn 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours worth of a road trip into 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, the most important thing is we want to make this video like an introductory video into us presenting you guys with more couples content, from laughter to jokes to problems to, you know, everything. We just kind of want to bring everything to the table, you know what I mean, and just add value to anybody who's watching this. We want to add value to your life. We want to be, you know what I'm saying, like a resource. We want to be something that you can refer to, you know, when you feel like, you know what,
oh, no.
Let me see.
She threw up.
She threw up?
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, she gets
motion sickness. So yeah, she had her first throw up, and then now I guess you should put one of those little papers in the bed with her, so that if you throw up, you can just change it to paper.
Let me get a little bag for her.
So yeah, man, we that's what we working with right now.
Get you back in there. Yeah, she has motion sickness because she's not.
Well, she's very young, so we don't put her in the we don't put her in the car. It's probably her first time going on a road trip.
Oh, road trip, yes, first time.
Yeah, so this is gonna be the longest time where she's actually been in the car for a long time.
The other times is usually like just when I take her to the vet. All right, mama, you gotta lay in here. All right, sorry for that. Had to nurse back my baby. I don't want to give you no water because you're gonna be throwing it up. Okay. It's all right, mama. It's all right. But yeah, so go ahead and say what you were saying.
I've been talking about saying what you were saying. But I'm gonna say this though, in a relationship, since like I said, this is our introductory video, basically letting y'all know Aaron and Shanda will be, you know what I mean, on YouTube, giving y'all couples content. I'm gonna say this: if you really want to be in a good relationship or committed relationship, it's healthy, it's good for you, it's good for the soul. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to low-key be alone, and being a player, for a male and a female, that's just like being alone. Yeah. Watching them holidays come around, that's when your ass gonna really feel it. That's when you realize that having a family is important. You feel me? Unless there's somebody, or they just an a-hole, like they don't care, like I'm trying to get mine, and I think it's very different stage. I mean, it's different people at different stages in life, so each his own. But the people that want it, 9 out of 10, most people want that, even though they say they don't. Most people, the human biology that's usually what most people want, is a significant other. Even if it's a significant other with many people, that they still want somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we was put on this earth for each other. Man was put here for woman, woman was put here for man. We are made to procreate. If we don't, then we don't have a civilization. You know what I'm saying? If we're not making babies, men's are not with women and women are not with men, we're not able to replenish the earth with more people. But before I get too deep into that, let's just talk about healthy practices when you find somebody that you feel like if you're dating right now. Let's just go down. If you're dating, man or woman, either one of y'all is dating, and you find somebody that you feel like, hey, you know what, I want to pursue this person. In my opinion, the first thing that you should focus on is your happiness. Do I feel like this person is a friend first? You know what I'm saying? Do I feel like this is a real friend? We can talk on the phone, have conversations, there's relatability, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So you feel that in relationships, although you say it's happiness, you feel like it needs to be friendship as well? Well, I don't feel like there can be a relationship without being a friendship first. I don't understand how a person can jump right into a relationship without actually being friends with somebody to start with. I mean, how do you get to know them? Yeah. You don't get to know them as your boyfriend right away. You have to get to know somebody, him or her, as a friend first. Now, that's my opinion. Some people on the first night, they ain't know them at all, And that's what I was gonna say. Not saying that don't work for some people, but in my opinion, it's better to get to know somebody. Some people like to call it courting, but I'm just like, let's just get to know each other, get to be cool. Can we laugh? Can we chill? You feel me? Do we have anything in common? And I always go by, when it comes to the, actually going down to having sex with somebody, I think that women should wait. Because at the end of the day, you don't know if you want to be with that person. If that is your motive, if that's what you want from the person, go ahead. But I feel like you cannot get to know the person just off of just having sexual intercourse with someone, and then it's just like, oh, I just know them, I want to be with them. You're going off of emotions. You're going off of what could possibly be hopes and dreams, and I think that that's not being realistic. I think that the age that we are in, 2024, that we need to understand that it's more to people than just their body parts and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you want to have somebody that knows you. Having a friendship is really a good thing, because you want somebody who's gonna have a back. If you're around anybody, anything can happen. For example, somebody could be trying to rob you or something, but you thinking you know this person, but you just met them, you don't know them, they'll probably run and leave you. That's my ideology of it. I mean, I definitely think you gotta have jokes If you can't laugh together, that's a problem for me. That's a deal breaker
Then
for
what
me.
can you do?
That's a deal breaker for me. Like if I can't laugh with somebody that I'm dealing with, you know what I mean? That's a deal breaker all the way for me. You know, because humor to me is a very important part of getting through life. Don't be too serious. Too serious is I don't find that to be healthy for people. That's just my opinion now. Some people are like, I'm a very serious person. I don't play, I don't joke a lot, and that works for them. You know what I'm saying? That works for them. But for me, you know what I'm saying, I need a little bit of, you know, comedy in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is too much of a harsh world for me, for there to be no laughter. Like there's too much harsh and wicked things going on globally for a nigga to not be able to laugh.
Yeah.
I feel like comedy is one of the last free forms of expression that people got. Like a comic can go up there and just say what the ever he want. You know what I'm saying? And express himself in the form of laughter.
Yeah.
That's like one of the last things left when it comes down to free expression of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, everybody may not feel the same way about no shit like that, but for me, I think humor is pretty important.
Yeah.
Maybe the most important thing, but
it's important.
you know what I'm saying? It's up there on the scale of importance.
Okay. For me, God is always number one. So.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We stay prayed up, you know what I'm saying? We stay prayed up and blessed up, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's pretty much, I don't really got too much to say about that, but that's how I move. Stay prayed up, stay blessed up.
Yeah.
You know, another key element to your relationship and your happiness is watch the people that you keep around you. You know what I'm saying? Like the company you keep is real important.
Yeah.
Because people have influence on your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're a person that's in a relationship and you got a lot of folks around you that ain't really in relationships like that, their influence might not be the most positive influence for you. You feel me? So just be mindful of that. And it ain't like, get rid of my single friends and all that. But just be conscious that a single person ain't gonna be thinking the same way as a person that's in a committed relationship.
Exactly.
Their value systems is different. The way they move is different. All that shit is different. So you have to have knowledge and wisdom to be able to navigate that type of shit. Because if you don't, you end up getting some bad advice, bringing that shit home. Now you end up like them, single. So let me bring up another point that I feel like is a strong point when you're dealing with somebody. You know, finances, credit. Make sure you know about a person's financial situation, man. Before you really for real get committed, make sure this or female ain't got a whole bunch of debt, owe a whole bunch of people some money, some drug lords or something, and now both of y'all life on the line. Do some research. Man, find out about their money, man. You know what I'm saying?
Money management.
Make sure that motherfucker know how to spend their money right. They ain't blowing it. If he say he a baller, confirm that.
Yeah.
Confirm his baller status.
Confirm his status and confirm, you know, as you guys know,
and likewise,
women,
fellas.
We are investigators. Something that you need to confirm what's going on.
And confirm on them females too. Because they be acting like they got money and don't be having no money in the same nine.
Likewise.
So just do your research,
both.
fellas.
Yeah.
You know, check in on her. Check in, make sure that she good. And listen, this is a big thing, man. This is for the dating scene on the guys. If she do got money and she look good and drive good and got a good house and ain't got no man, red flag. Red flag.
Why is it a red flag?
What the fuck's going on? Why, is she damaged or something? Why you got all that shit going on? Ain't no man around here.
Damaged?
Yeah, so just be conscientious of the things that's going on. And females, same thing. The nigga fine, you know, got money, nice place, and ain't got no woman and no kids, red flag.
But most of the time, they do have kids, but don't have no woman that have fly plays, have cars, that, you know, this, and they sometimes be the woman.
If he got a kid, that's different. Not a red flag. That means that he done been through something. You know his works, and you know he can have kids. So I don't know about red flag on that one when he got a kid. No kids, but he got all of the other aspects and all of that. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? You ain't got no woman, you ain't got no kids, and he almost in his 40s.
Yeah.
Red flag.
You have to go through life experiences.
Red flag. So just find out know about people's situations, their financial situations, you know what I'm saying, they credit, you know what I mean, and this is important. It's a little weird, but it's a little important. What happened with the last?
I don't think that when he say that, you want to know what happened, but you don't want to stay on it. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody keeps on going on about their ex relationship, that means that person is not over that person. So if somebody's asking you a question, somebody that's trying to get to know you, definitely answer and see what happened. You know, was that person in fault, or that other person was in fault of the situation breaking up? And sometimes I feel like, you know, people bring up their exes because they're not over their exes. So you have to see the flags too. You know, I feel like some people don't see those flags, but if they keep on bringing them up, they're probably not over them, and that's not a good thing, you know. So
yeah, man. Just check in. That's all I'm gonna say. Check in.
I believe that. Like, and I just believe, like, you know, having standards in a relationship, or before you get to a relationship, establish that. What is non-negotiable in your dating stage or having a spouse? What would you not tolerate, or what is it, like, something that you like, oh no, a deal breaker for you, you know? Establish that, you know, because sometimes people don't know where they went wrong in a relationship, but if you say it in the beginning, at least they know what's up, you know. I'm not going to tolerate no cheating. I'm not going to tolerate a broke guy. I'm not going to tolerate, you know, or like for a man, I won't tolerate a woman with so many kids, or I won't tolerate women that don't cook. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what is not non-negotiable, you know. So,
man, I'm gonna say it like this. For men, when men go single, I don't know, it's just like, it's not that hard for us to start, you know, throwing our hook in and like dating and seeing what women are talking about. It's not as hard for us. Now, as far as women, I hear the exact opposite. Like, the dating scene for women is a lot harder than it is for men. I'm just, you know, just going off of what I hear from people. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, like, I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Well, you know, I think that is much harder because at the same time, people are not dating out of their comfort zone. You know, sometimes people haven't dated different races. Sometimes, you know, and I understand if you are primary, whatever ethnic you are, you want to date that ethnic primarily. But for the most case, sometimes you have to date outside of your ethnic because it's so many other people that will value you, people that will, you know. So at the day, you can't. Sometimes I hear stories where women are saying, like, you know, all these men, they the same. But that's not the case. Sometimes you gotta just go out to your comfort zone, you know.
I mean, for me, I'm looking at it like this. Women, in my opinion, y'all have too many standards. This is why y'all never can't find no dude. Y'all want him to have money. He gotta have a long schlong. He gotta do this. He gotta have a bomb job. He gotta have a fly car. He gotta have all of these things. You feel me? For it to be, oh, this is the one. And it's like, for us, we don't really be requiring y'all to have that many standards. 9 times out of 10, a man really don't care how much money you got. Especially if you just straight up first, like, well, I don't have money like that, you know, and, you know, I stand with my people. That's not even a deal breaker for most men. We like, well, okay, cool. Well, you know, we'll work with that. You know, you can still come out at night. How late can you be home? We'll work with that. Let that be the shoe on the other foot. And a man tell you straight up, well, you know what? I work at Mickey D's. I don't got money like that. I stay with my uncle. But automatically he cut off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all standards is way different. And that's why I feel like for women, a lot of times, y'all be looking for Mr. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Right gotta have,
Mr.
bro,
Right.
that's like a myth. You feel me? And it's really not fair to the dudes. And that's why for us, it really be like, you know, we kind of like get to a point where it's like, we don't care. Because it's like, I ain't gonna never meet all them standards out this one a nigga to have. I ain't gonna be rich and this and that and this and that. Like, okay, well, I guess you're looking for God, basically. You feel me? So for us men, it gets so intimidating because I feel like y'all got too much expectations, man. Y'all put too much expectation for us men. And I don't care what the ethnicity is. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, y'all women kind of want the same thing from any race man. Asian, black, medium, y'all want him to be package. Yeah. He fuck me for 2 hours. Everything. Y'all want the whole package, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all do. Don't lie. Don't lie. You know, as for men, all she really got to do is kind of have a pretty face and a smile. Give me 3 minutes. We happy as hell. Hey, we need food though. Us real men, we always need food. They don't care about that. But a real dude, a quality man, he gonna be fed right. So if you don't know how to cook, you have to learn that if you want to get a real good man in your life. Because a real quality man is gonna want good food, not go to McDonald's and all that other craziness. That man want to be fed. You feel me?
I agree.
You better be out here on your cooking with Kaya. You better get on.
I mean, at first I was never.
Get on.
When I used to be dating, I was never a person that cooks. What? I was not cooking. And then I got with him, and
all that stopped. You better get behind that stove.
First of all, you didn't tell me nothing because we was gonna go to restaurants either way. That ain't. I wanted to cook because that's what I wanted to do for you. That was not what you was saying. Oh no, we was not. So we was definitely going out to eat. Right.
She basically checking me.
Because we was not. I chose to because at the end of the day, I want to do something for him. I wanted to see the smile on his face because I know at the end of the day, let me learn. It might not be good the first few times until I get it. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring him joy. I want him to be eating at home. I want him at home. So for a woman to woman, the best thing to have a man to come home is to make sure you eat as well. You know, we know us women. We know food is definitely men loves it. So learning how to cook was the best thing for me too. That was A1. Like your name, A1. It was A1 for me because it sealed the deal. You know, I already had the deal, but it really sealed it. It made us. They put a stamp on it. So, and how do you like my cooking, baby?
Cooking is magnificent, and you know y'all worth, people. Man, men, brothers, my good brothers, know y'all worth, man. If she ain't cooking, get up out of there. Women, know y'all worth, man. If Ike Turner at the house, get out of there. You don't deserve that. Ain't no excuse why you putting up with it. Ain't no excuse why you anime eat the cake. Anime eat the cake. There's no excuses for that. You feel me? We can have disagreements, we can have arguments, but as adults, we talk them out. If I love you, I'm gonna talk to you with a loving tongue. Even when I'm upset, even when I'm confused, even when I'm not happy or pleased with your actions, I'm gonna talk to you with a loving tongue because that's what real niggas do. You feel me? I know I could, I'm stronger than you. I know I'm built. God gave me the strength to be bigger and strong. I know that already. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna use knowledge and wisdom. So when we get into a situation, we talk it out. Know our worth. Man, know your worth, man. If she's not talking to you with a loving tongue, man, get up out of there. LOB, man. I'm up out of there. Gone. Ladies, if the nigga not respecting you, talking to you with a loving tongue, get out of there. He's not gonna change. Don't try to change people. Feel me? Take them for what they are. Take them for face value. Especially if you're just meeting somebody. Man, take them for face value. Don't think in your head that, oh, you know what? I know I can change that little thing about him. Nah, man. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Man.
I got one at the house. That's why I left him. We brought the little dog because she can learn. His old butt, he don't want to learn. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
Man, for real.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, my man dipping on that motorcycle. You seen that?
And that's why, some people be like, it's hard to break bad habits. That's people are, you can't change people. You can change things like, okay, making sure they put the toilet down when they use it. That's little things, that's minor. But, like, when it comes to big things, you believe it, Yeah, so a background about our relationship. We've been knowing each other since 6th grade. And then we went to...
She didn't want me back then, though.
No, he's lying. I liked him back then. He didn't like me. We used to be like little clown dancers and stuff. And then went to high school together.
I still got my squabble
and then,
up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
And then after that, he left high school. And he left at what, 10th or 11th grade? One
of them grades. I left high school, never to return.
He dropped out.
Shh. Tell him all my business, why don't you? I'm just playing. Yeah, man. I ended up not finishing high school, and I pursued the business of being an entrepreneur, and I started a few businesses, and that just took up all of my time. And instead of me getting my diploma, I ended up hiring a few people that had diplomas, and that was the business ended up running on itself. So shout out to being liberated, man, and taking a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer in education. Like, I'm a firm believer in education, but if a person is going to really pursue education, pursue it with passion, pursue it with purpose. Don't go to school because you feel pressured, because, oh, your parents going to cut you off if you don't go. Oh, they're going to look at you as a scumbag because you didn't go to school. Like, bro, if that's the case, find something that you love and pursue that. You know what I'm saying? Do some Montessori type shit, but don't just check into school for pressure, because at the end of the day, you may not even finish. You may get your degree and still work at McDonald's because you never went with passion or purpose. You feel me?
Yeah.
Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my journey, though I don't have very much education, I've had people and have people working for me with very high education. So a lot of times it's not necessarily mandatory to have it, but it's a very good tool if you're using it, you know what I'm saying, the right way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, you come from a home of doctors, lawyers, accountants, and your mom and your dad and his dad and her, and that was like something that was in your family. By all means, follow the family business. Go to school, be an accountant. Go to school, be that lawyer. Go to school, be that doctor, and follow what the family's been doing. Don't go against the grain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're a person that don't come from a background where people went to school, but yet you got a passion and desire to do it, man, go for that. Go for your passion. Go for your dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of resources out here, financial aid. There's a lot of ways for it to make it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you don't even gotta go to Yale. You don't gotta go to Duke. You can go to a regular university, because the same degree they're gonna give you at Duke is the same degree they're gonna give you at another regular university.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right.
The degree ain't gonna be no different. You don't get no extra points, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So even after he left high school, we always was friends. And then you slid in my DM and on Snapchat.
She gonna blame me. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to always support her and her sister. You know, they had a business together, and I'm a type of person that, as you know, I feel like we gotta all look out for each other in this business world. So, you know, me being an entrepreneur, like I just spoke on, anytime I see people that have businesses, I try to support them. You feel me? So her and her sister had a business, and I used to do my best to support their business.
He always used to support my business. And my business was Intertwined Collection, and we used to sell clothes, and so he always used to buy clothes and stuff like that. But my sister really was the one that was in contact with him, purchasing our clothing. So, yeah.
It's 15. 15 gotta have. That was really flowing this whole time. As soon as we hit the 15, it done got crazy. It done got freaky deaky. Hit the 15. Sheesh. Squabble up. Squabble up. Damn, I kind of want some Wobble Grill. I don't know why I feel like I want some of that. I was gonna go to what's the name and get some Canes when we got to Barstow.
Right.
Canes, you want Canes? Time I went there, they didn't want to make my thing well done. If they don't make my chicken well done, I'm not getting it. I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Tell me, oh yeah, we stopped doing that. We don't do that no more. What?
That was the one by the church.
That's who said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was out here in Vegas and dude told me that.
Well, I don't remember that one.
But I was on a dolo mission.
Oh.
Because they said that supposedly they stopped doing it as a store-wide thing.
Okay. I know he's driving crazy, huh? No, she about to throw up.
How you know that? Well, let her throw up on that. That's why you put that paper right there. Let her throw up.
Yeah, she look.
Yeah, I see her. She blah, blah, blah.
You hear her?
Mm-hmm.
No, Mama, I'm sorry. Oh, man. You keep on moving the car. You're not used to this. Oh, your hand. Oh.
She all right?
I'm sorry, Mama. You gotta go through this. Only way to go through this is go through it. Oh man, Mama. Yeah, she's so. She don't like the car. It's too much bouncing. Come on, Mama.
Okay, Mama. Good job, Mama. It's okay. It's okay, Mama.
It's all right. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand, Mom. Okay. It's all right. I'm glad I have this little trash in here.
You did it right. You was on real mama shit.
You're gonna be throwing up all your food.
When she throw up, she feel better. It's just like a regular person. You throw up, you feel better.
Right.
She look, lay it out.
You like, how you know she gonna throw up? I'm like, I hear it.
No, I know it. I heard it too. I heard it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let her get it all out. You know what I'm saying? Once they throw up a couple times, that's it. Ain't nothing else up. When we get to Vegas, she can eat.
Yeah. You just gotta wait 4 hours.
Get her a little piece of chicken snack. I mean, eating that food. That'll be alright.
Yeah.
Onesie, twosie. Even if she throw that back up, it's just a little piece of chicken.
Right. I didn't bring another trash bag though.
That's cool. When we stop, you get trash bags. It's nothing. It's nothing. But yeah, man, we giving y'all the raw and uncut today. I told her, I said, it was yesterday. She was like, babe, I want to do some footage. I want to start talking to, talking to the folks and letting them know about our couples page. I said, we have plenty of time to do that on the road trip. Plenty of time. We'll be sitting in the car doing absolutely nothing but time to talk to folks and let them know how wonderful they are and how happy we are to have them as a part of our lives. And I promise
our edits is going to be good.
Our what?
Our edits on here. We can do,
I can't wait to start pranking, boy. I've been writing up some pranks. She's going to be mad. Who is that?
Diane.
That's who?
My sister.
She's in the vlog. I got a question. I want to know what you think is the key to staying in a long relationship.
Communication and lots of.
Wait, what happened?
She said communication and lots of.
That's what she thinks.
That's what she said. Hey, I like that. That's a very good organic response.
Yeah.
And I asked that because right now we're vlogging, and you called right in the middle of our vlog, so I said, you know what, we're gonna make her a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Intimate touch. It just really depends on your partner. I feel like my partner is his love language is physical touch. So it honestly depends on your love partner.
Okay. All right. Everybody different strokes for different folks.
So it depends. Like somebody might not be physical touch. Somebody might be just all gifts, and that's what makes they love that type of stuff. But you can still have that too. But I feel like being intimate, I feel like with men a lot is like the way they also operate too. So I feel like physical touch and a lot of communication. That your spouse or your partner is your best friend. So
yeah.
Nah, that was really,
just
really, really
of course, with girls, you're gonna keep your stuff with girls. But overall, I feel like once you become in a deep relationship, financing me open to talk about finance, able.
Yep, I agree. Like, those is real good points.
Each partner takes a role, when one ain't doing well, then another one do well. When one doing well, vice versa. Or you guys are both doing well, but, those are the things of being open in a relationship that I feel that works.
Okay, I got another question for you.
And just being able to, like I said, communication, whether you just listening or you giving opinions on different things and your partner actually valuing what you're saying, and you guys could, agree on things. And sometimes you might agree to disagree, but for the most part, you guys need to always be on the same page.
Communication. Okay. Okay, all right. Those was really good answers, and like you covered a lot of points too that we kind of been talking about while we was driving. But I got another secondary question, and this is for you to help with the single ladies that are dating. What kind of advice would you give to ladies that are looking to be in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? That are looking to find a guy. What are some of the things they should be looking for? Right. What are some of the things they should be doing?
Number one, I don't think you should be looking. I think that men I think we forget that we are supposed to be courted from men. I think the new generation feels like they got to be out there seeking men or seeking boys for a validation and the love that they never gained, in whether it's through their fathers, through their family, and women, we look for security. And you could always have that security within yourself, and eventually love will come. But you can't expect to get that all within just getting that from a man. You got to have that within yourself first. and that will come after. And I feel like once you have that within yourself, that attracts a men automatically. It might not be the men that you would normally go for, and sometimes you have to go for the men that you normally don't go for, because sometimes we may like light skin, blue eyes, tall, and that might not be the man for us. You know, so we may have an idea of what we would like, but God is going to send what's right for you.
Exactly. So, I'm glad that you touched on what God was saying was right, because at the end of the day, again, we're going to touch on women having high standards when it comes to, like, sometimes looks too, you know.
Yeah, no, for
everybody
sure.
have an idea of, like, what they like, what they want to see, but that don't mean that that's the person for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah. You know, sometimes opposites attract, and sometimes you don't gotta always go for the fine. Like I was saying, all that the fine, because sometimes with the fine men out here, you gonna run into problems. They might be a play.
But I feel like you brought up really two good points. I feel like the fact that you touched on, you know, y'all shouldn't be looking, y'all should be courted. I feel like that is a very important thing that you brought up, and also that you said that you can't depend on someone else to give you happiness. I think that's what you said. You kind of have to make yourself. You have to have yourself mentally in a place where you make yourself happy. I'm already a happy person. I can't like look for someone else to fill that void of happiness. I kind of already have to be carrying that, and that will attract the type of person that's supposed to be in my life. And like you said, sometimes it may attract something that I thought was not for me, but that really was what I was looking for. My vision of something or somebody may have been tall with green eyes, with this and this and that, but based on the fact of how I'm putting out what I'm putting out, it attracted a man to me that didn't look like what I thought he was going to look like, but actually had everything that I needed.
Exactly. And I think that's what women sometimes get, because of the situation or the environment, or sometimes we just are people that we expect a high level of things. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I just feel like that is going to come maybe in a different form. So when you know, like I said, you got to be, number one, be secure with yourself. Number two, once you exude excellence will come to you. Number three, don't look for no man. A man is going to come to you no matter what. I think people put an age limit on that. Thirdly, I think that people feel like if I'm not 30 and married, I'm doing something wrong here. No, it's just not that time. It's not your time, and that will come. And maybe you need to, you know, clean some stuff up about yourself during that time, so you could be perfect, or not even be perfect, but be the right person for your next partner and your lifelong partner. You know, whether it's you thinking you're always right, or you the one that's are very combative, you know, that like to argue. So those are some things that we may not notice that we are doing, but we need to clean up. So when we get that right person, we're not going to have that person walk out of our life because of those things that we have not corrected within ourselves.
Very good. Now, real shit, man. We super appreciate the feedback. You know, I know that was random. You just called, but you know, sometimes those organic responses that are random like that are like the ones that really touch people the most, you know?
Absolutely. Thank you guys for your time, and I hope I answered all your questions.
Yeah, you did.
But lastly, what I would like to say is, don't allow people to define who you are. You know, sometimes the things that make us who we are our life choices and our experiences. So with that being said, I think that that comes with growth and wisdom, and when that comes, your eyes will open. It's like a shutter, a door, or a window opening. You just like when you have a house, and you know, a lot of people say, let's open the doors. Sometimes you want to open the windows, because now you're getting God fresh air, and that fresh air because it's stuffy. You know what I mean? So you have to open that window to a different element, a different situation, and different things to come in that's going to be better in your life and the person that you are.
Okay, look at philosopher Nisi.
Philosopher.
All right. We about to keep digging in on this road. We almost to Barstow, and I guess what, Shanda, you gonna check in with your sister in a little bit, or what?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's what I would say. Just, you know, let the dating take its course. And sometimes, you know, I knew with my husband immediately that was going to be my husband. I don't see a lot of that where it's like love at first sight, but I knew that my husband was gonna be my husband when I met my husband. And you know, you help mold each other and grow with each other. So that's all I could say. Just be true to yourself, continue doing you, and whether getting your credit together, whether having self-love, self-care, and all that will follow.
Okay, copy that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, niece, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Yeah, folks. Now that was raw and uncut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all heard it from another person that's married, been in a relationship. That's their point of view.
Yeah, they've been married
for
14. Well, it's been together 14. I think married for 8 or 9.
And what was the last thing that she said right before she was getting off the phone?
You know, about dating.
Yes.
Don't court. Just let it happen.
Yeah. You know. Oh, that's what it was. That she knew that her husband was supposed to be her husband when she met him. You know. So like that does happen. I ain't gonna say that's love at first sight, but when she saw her husband, she said she knew that was the man that she was meant to marry. You feel me? So you know, I heard that and that stuck with me. So you know what I mean. I'm just repeating that to anybody who may need to hear it. Maybe they don't. And she just gave me an idea, like, you know, since she called and we took and calls people's ideas, I'm actually gonna call somebody, and I'm gonna call one of my single homies and see if he want to talk about what the single life do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just because, you know, I feel like that's pretty interesting. Let's hear people's perspective. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the idea when we got in the car to call people and see what they talking about, but you know, I feel like hearing people's point of view is not a bad idea. Hey, what's good with my guy over there? Man, I called you because I'm driving right now and I'm vlogging, and I said I want to call my guy, make him a part of my vlog right quick, and I just want to ask you a couple questions, man, if that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm talking to people about the single life, and I want you to kind of give a perspective on how the single life is. Do you think that is something somebody should do, or do you think that they should be in a relationship? Go ahead.
The single life, is it something you should do, or is it a relationship you should do? Is
Yeah.
the question.
Yeah, the question is, do you think it's some men should like pursue being single, or should they be in a committed relationship? From your experience, what you think?
I think it depends on where you at in your life. You know what I mean? I think everybody has different situations, and you know, that really depends on them if they want to be single or if they want to, you know, be in relationships.
Right.
I agree with you.
You know.
Do you enjoy the single life from your perspective?
Do I enjoy the single life?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's two parts to the single life.
Okay.
It's enjoyable because I don't have to worry about nobody asking me questions all the time, or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be feeling like I'm on somebody else's time. You know what I mean? So like that part for me, being single is cool, but then sometimes when you just want to be with somebody, like get lonely. A lot of people get lonely, and that's probably why a lot of people deal with more than one person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's times where you just want to be one person.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I think, you know, there is a point in your life where, you know, you should be settled down.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I think everybody has their time.
Yeah. So now, quick question: do you feel like everybody or most people want a relationship at the end of the day, or you feel like not everybody want that in the end goal?
So I feel like if you don't want a relationship, right? If you don't want a relationship in the end goal, it's because you've been in a relationship and you've been through certain shit, and that's the reason why you don't want to be in one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I know married people now that sit here and tell other people like, don't get married. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like that because they're in the experience already. They've experienced it. They're already in the situation, and for them to say things like, "Hey, you know, like marriage is cool, but you know what I'm saying, don't get married."
Yeah. people would tell you. Married people would tell you that.
Yeah, with the heartbeat, but they stay married though.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, no one wants to be lonely.
Yeah, exactly. And I said that. I said, at the end, the ultimate goal is really to be with someone anyway. Even if someone's not in a relationship and say, oh, I don't want to get married no more, you're going to still be dealing with a person regardless. You're not just going to be by yourself forever. Like, you're going to be dealing with somebody. You're going to be having somebody that comes over for late night swings. Or, you know, you're going to be dealing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Either way you want it. Like, you just don't want to get... Some people just say that because they don't want to get emotionally attached. Or
I think with some people, end goals, when it comes down to it, is when they die, do they have somebody that's going to take care of them? Or, you know, who's going to love them enough to be there for them? You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
That's a good one.
So it's more so like, because when you get older, it don't really matter. Like, you can live your life a single life and live the best life because you was cool with no stress, nobody stress, and making money and everything.
Right.
But then once you get old with your money, and maybe if you have kids or don't have kids, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna be there with you?
That's true. That's a very good point. Actually, I ain't even think about that.
Yeah, me neither. That was a good point.
Yeah. All right. Well, last but not least, before we let you get off the phone, do you plan on being in a committed relationship or staying single?
Only the future can tell that.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
You can tell that. I don't predict my own future.
That's true. Okay. All right. I was just asking.
I know that's right.
Now this question is from Shanda. She want to know, do you think all men cheat?
Yeah, I want to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, look. All men cheat.
All right, we've had enough of your. We've had enough.
Man.
We appreciate.
That's coming from a single aspect. Is that coming from a single aspect, or it's coming because that's what you do?
Okay, no, I'm gonna go through it with you though, right? So now, okay, my question is, what is cheating? Because see, a woman can sit here and be like, you know, you could turn a business dinner or lunch, and your woman get mad and think you cheating. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be all kind of things, but I'm just saying. But
that's not cheating if it was that's y'all went on a dinner. Like, yeah, that's your girl knows.
Okay, so cheat in DNA.
You said what?
I said cheating is swapping or DNA.
Swapping spit or swapping DNA.
I mean, I feel like cheating also goes into emotional as well, not only just DNA. I believe in if you're coursing or texting someone and emotionally becoming attached to them, that's a form of cheating because you're supposed to be emotionally here with me. Eye level. You know what I'm saying? But
I like this conversation. So I got a question for you. Right? So, damn, did I have a question? Because I feel like this. Women, before they do cheat, they get more in tune with, like, before they cheat with somebody, they already got a nigga they talking to. Whether he was already thought of, like, you know, to say, like, oh, I'm gonna cheat with this person, he probably didn't have to be that person, but you didn't already invested time with this person, so he's the closest person that you would cheat with. Men, the difference is, we don't go emotionally into cheating with people like, oh, I've been talking to this person on the side for like 3 months. I think I'm gonna finally cheat, or whatever the case is.
Right.
Niggas just, it could be the spur of the moment. We drunk, we go to the bathroom, the girl in the bathroom, something happens. You know what I'm saying? It could be some simple shit like that.
See, I mean, like, as you can say, I feel like it's you know how women do it. Women is more gonna be like able, let me see what we work with first before we go ahead and do it. What men is not an emotional thing. For women, It's two different
Right.
things because it's emotional. Men, they just do. So
So I think my point was that you're not gonna find a man emotionally cheating.
Right.
Does that make sense? It's not really too much emotionally something that you will find, and then you're like, oh,
but
yeah,
that's not all men, because some men has women attributes and they emotionally cheat too, because they feel like they not getting whatever they getting at home, so they emotionally getting it.
I mean, but I feel like what he's saying too, like that's not real common. Like if anything, we'll do some physical shit, go fuck something, but to be like investing in emotions and all that, that's not as common for men.
Right, but I mean, I get it, because for us, if I go, not to say I don't go through phones, but if I was to ever go through your phone and see that you talking to a nigga all the time and shit like that, like, nigga, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where it's like almost emotionally, but you know what I'm saying? But for men, we don't do that.
Yeah. Nah, real talk,
agree.
we don't.
I agree. Women, you gotta prep them up to do that.
Absolutely.
You gotta hype them up, and
For a woman to be in a relationship, a woman is not just gonna cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't want to cheat.
No.
She ain't gonna want to cheat, but she might talk to some niggas though.
Right.
And that's emotional. Yeah. So that's emotional cheating.
See, and I think when you're in a relationship, you gotta set the boundaries of what is considered cheating in your relationship.
That's why he asked that. Consider to be cheating?
So I think it starts with the two spouses and determine what is considered cheating and what is your non-negotiable. Because if you're talking to a woman or you courting that's kind of courting a woman, because I know at the end of the day it's an emotional thing for men. So you kind of courting this woman. At the end of the day, that's cheating.
What about if you had a male best friend, right?
Oh, that's not happening. I don't believe in that. I don't really believe in that aspect. And that's just me. If my man had a girl best friend, me and him want to be together.
What if the best friend was already there before you came, so you already know the best friend?
Again,
ain't the best friend.
To answer your question, if my man had a girl best friend, we wouldn't be together, because that's something that's non-negotiable for me. I don't do that.
Yeah, I respect that.
So for me, that's only my thing. I wouldn't go into a relationship and they had a girl best friend, unless your girl best friend is a stud. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd be like, okay, that's cool. But if it's another woman, no.
Right. And no, I agree with you, because we wouldn't let you have a male best friend unless the nigga was gay.
There you go.
Exactly.
Real talk, bro.
Exactly. My man would be like,
sassy than a motherfucker.
Yeah, so you can't just have no regular man. Of course, because at the end of the day, y'all know men. They're going to try it.
Okay, so I still have the same question again. So even with the male best friend being gay, or the female being a stud female, whatever the case is, she could be a pretty one. He could be.
Here you go. Anyway, look at this nasty nigga. She could have been a pretty stud.
But anyway, my whole point was, isn't that still emotionally cheating, because you're still talking to somebody else about whatever you could be talking about?
No.
She says no, right? You said no?
No, if you have a girl or a guy best friend that likes the other sex, the same sex, it is not considered.
So she basically saying the stud bitch is cool, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stud bitch get a pass. So that's the cheat code. Tell them to dress up in boy clothes.
It's too close. It's too close to home. When you have a person that likes the same thing that you like, a man. You know what I'm saying? It gets too complicated. And I feel like it gets too temptation for people, or it gets too, oh, I'm drunk. Oh, it's a slip up, or it just, why put yourself in those situations? It goes back to like hanging around people who have certain different type of friends. You have your friends that's single. You have your friends that's married. You have your friend. You know what I'm saying? It just is that type of conversation.
Okay.
It's who you hang with.
Hey man, but you you gave us hella good feedback, bro, on God. You know what I'm saying? And you brought us some points that I'm pretty sure people will be interested to hear about. You know what I'm saying? You brought up points that we didn't even think about. Like you said, sometimes people think about, you know, when they get old, they gotta have somebody, you know what I'm saying, to take care of them in their old ages. So you brought up some real good points. You know what I mean? Nigga appreciate that.
I mean, you got to even look at our parents or our grandparents, right? Like, some of them stay in their marriages because they're older, and it's like, shit. Well, what else? Who am I gonna find that's gonna take care of me, or who am I gonna find? You know what I'm saying? To love now after I've been with you for 40 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some of them stay in marriages and just continue to do what they do on the side sometimes.
Man, well, yep. Appreciate you, bro. Oh God, well, shit, I'm gonna tap in with you when I get to Vegas. So that was actually good feedback, y'all. Like, you know,
from a single person point of view.
From a single person point of view, I'm finna have her call a single homegirl right now. So go on through that phone.